This life is not a linear progression. Yeah, it's a spiral which is always moving upward. It's not a loop either. It's a spiral upward movement which is infinite. You can only grasp it the day you get liberated. Please understand what I'm saying. The day you even get liberated from the attainment of this spiritual goal.
Pranam Gurudev. This question has come from Vishwakamalji from Bangalore, and he's sharing that this morning while meditating, I fell asleep. Upon waking, I resumed my meditation using the Anapansati, which is mindful breathing technique. During this, I had a subtle vision. A figure resembling a monk or Lord Buddha appeared at a slight distance. He gently conveyed a message: more close, more far, more close, or something very similar. I'm unable to fully understand or decode the meaning of this message and seek your guidance, Gurudev. What could this vision and the words mean? Jai Gurudev.
More close, more far, more close, or something similar you said. Let's understand a classic mistake that most of us make as sadhak on this journey. And the mistake is, let's first understand, we've been raised, our education system, our society, our peers and everything. For us, life is a target. There are certain things that we want to achieve in this life. You can call them ambition or desires. And for most of us, we're always looking forward to attain something in life, be it our career or desire, as I said. And once we attain that, we will start to feel fulfilled. This is the classic format of life. We're always running, we're always chasing the desired object, position, experience. Yeah, that's a standard format of life. So for us, life is not happening in this moment. For us, life will happen at that moment when we achieve the desired result that we are seeking, the person or the place or the experience that we are seeking. For us, life never happens in this moment. Life is always a fantasy, something that will happen in the future. Right? That's a standard format, a template with which we've all been raised and we've studied in education and all of that. And the beauty of this is, this template is like a loop. Once you attain what you were desiring for, what you wanted to attain, what your ambitions were, when you reach that moment, that point, two things happen. Actually, three things happen. You feel fulfilled and satisfied for a very short period of time. And then, so that's one thing which happens. You do feel fulfilled and satisfied, but a very, very short period of time. Second thing that happens is that you now set another desire or ambition again for the future, and you again start to run out. And the third possibility is, many of you will now at that moment will start to look back in the past and start to feel that past was much better. Yeah, most of the people who are above 50, if you ask them, they will always say that life, the childhood was really beautiful. Life in college was really beautiful. Those were the best days of my life. So when we reach that moment, then the third possibility is we start to idolize the past that we have lived. But when we were in the past, we were idolizing, seeking, aspiring for something in the future. This is how we live our life. Now, when we enter into the spiritual journey, it's unfortunate that the template remains the same. While we are on a spiritual path of awakening, moksha, nirvana, fulfillment, eternal peace, whatever name we want to give it. But unfortunately, the template remains the same. More closer, more far. More far, more closer is the kind of message that you got. If you look into these words, it's forming a circle. The words are forming an eternal cycle or a circle. You feel you're more closer to attaining some spiritual insight. The moment you feel that I'm very close to experiencing or attaining some spiritual insight, at that very moment, you're pushed back. You're very far in reality from any truth. And the moment you start to feel you're very far from the truth, suddenly you get a glimpse and you will feel, oh, I'm very closer to the truth. It's a loop. And this loop is happening because even the spiritual attainment, I'm using the word attainment, we have made it like a goal post. Something that we want to achieve, attain, acquire. We want to attain that eternal peace, we want to acquire that state of nirvana, etc., etc. Template is the same. Even the spiritual awakening and the ananda that we dream of, we've pushed it as a goal sometime in the future. So spiritual attainment has also become, like the normal attainments of life, is a destination. You made your ananda, your moksha, also as a destination point which will happen sometime in the future. That's how mind plays the trick, and you follow the same problematic template. Because the whole game here is that kala, which is time, has no future. Kala, which is time, has no past. Kala only exists, which is time only exists in this very moment. Your spiritual dhyan happens in this very moment. Your spiritual ananda happens in this very moment. It's not something to be attained in the future. Or let's look at it the other way. When any spiritual experience, or you pinpoint any attainment and you push it in the future, then you become obsessed with that goal, obsessed with achieving that desired state of mind, obsessed with achieving that ananda and peace that you have read about. That goal becomes a problem, because then this whole journey from the 24/7 journey of breathing that we are living, then we lose this. Then we forget that the kala or awakening can only happen in this very moment, not in the future. It is not a goal that you are striving towards. Yes, there is a role of discipline, following a certain discipline, following a certain rhythm in your life. It has a certain role. But believing and thinking this, that something will happen tomorrow, is the classic mistake. You are following the same template with which at one time you were following the ambitions and desires of the world. Now the same template is being applied in achieving the moksha and ananda of the spiritual world. And that's where this message comes from. The message indicates a loop. More closer, more far, more far, more closer, which means we are moving in a certain linear dimension to attain this moksha or nirvana as a destination point. Yeah? Awakening and ananda is not a destination point. There is not one point when you say, okay, now I have attained awakening. It does not happen like that. It's a continuous process. Every moment of your life, something is awakening in you. Every moment of your life, something keeps awakening in you. Even after the concept that you have in mind of a final awakening, even after that, the Ananda of awakening keeps on deepening and growing. The evolution never stops. This life is not a linear progression. Yeah, it's a spiral which is always moving upward. It's not a loop either. It's a spiral upward movement which is infinite. You can only grasp it the day you get liberated. Please understand what I'm saying. The day you even get liberated from the attainment of this spiritual goal. Otherwise, we become stuck with this goal itself. Earlier, the goal was of money, career, position, etc. And now the goal has shifted to spiritual attainment. So nothing really has shifted. Yeah. So don't try to chase anything. You follow Anapansati, which is great breathing technique given by Buddha, named by Buddha, I would say. The technique existed in different forms since the time of Shiva, when he gave this the science of pranayama and breath to the Saptarishis. This is not a goal post. This must happen every moment of your waking hours. And then after some time, maybe this will happen every moment of the sleeping hours also. Yeah. But don't try to chase any spiritual goal. Because if you do that, then again you miss this very moment. Somewhere at the back of the mind, in the subconscious domain, we've made every spiritual experience or attainment also as a goal, and we're missing the magic of this moment. In this moment you are alive. In this moment you're breathing. In this moment you can get connected to your inner truth, your inner Shivatva, your inner Buddhahood. This can only happen in this moment. The magic is if you're totally immersed in this very moment. No thought, no expectation of what is going to come next. Have that Shraddha, trust in existence. While at the practical level, you do plan your life. At the practical level. So after the satsang, you will get up, you'll freshen up, you'll have your breakfast. That's a practical level of planning. Use your intelligence for that. But don't start to plan the world of the inner awakening. Work towards that continuously. But you can only work towards that in this moment. Are you following me? The day you start to unravel the mystery of this moment, the magic, the profundity of this singular moment, that's when this loop that we create around us, this obsession that we create around us, we break from that. We finally get liberated from that. And that's when the real Ananda, the experience of peace and blissfulness, you start to enjoy and experience that. That day it starts to happen. Yeah? You know the classic great story of Buddha. Till the time he was forcing himself for a spiritual awakening point in the future as a goal post, he was very obsessive about it. And in that obsession, he did everything possible. But he did not attain even a single moment of Ananda, of awakening. Only when he got liberated from the goal, imaginary goal that he had set for himself, only then he started establishing himself in this profound moment. And the magic started to happen in that moment. Though we think that's a singular point when he got awakened, actually that point is when he realized the truth and profundity of this moment, of getting liberated from all conceptions of the future and all memory of the past. When he finally got liberated from that, he was fully immersed in this very moment. And that's the secret of Anapansati. When you're following the breath, you're basically practicing to get liberated from the conceptual thoughts about the future or the memories of the past. You're trying to immerse yourself in this moment. I'm using the word trying because we need to do practice of that, because mind's practice of many janmas in this life is continuous movement. We've trained our mind to continuously move, jump from one vichara to another vichara. We've trained the mind to do that, right? Now we have to retrain the mind to get established in this moment. That brings everything that is needed for your life. Let me repeat this statement. When you start to get established in this very moment, you start to get everything that is needed for this life. All struggles and strives go away. Life becomes a beautiful flow of the river of the Ganges, where there is just no struggle. You work, you put all your energy into your profession, your family, or whatever else that you're doing. But now it's no more a struggle. So from the struggle, we move into the state of flow by establishing ourselves through Anapanasati in this moment and destroying and getting liberated from all conceptual attainment thoughts of a point in the future. Please understand this, reflect on this, meditate on this, and you will start to see the magic of this. So don't create any loops in your spiritual sadhana. Yeah, hope it helps. Thank you.